there everyone, and welcome back to Empire Total War with Darth Mod. We've got our army here continuing to ravage through mainland Europe, and now we've come to the next battle here at Strasburg. Without further ado, let's commence the attack. It's a smaller French force, but we did lose quite a few troops in the last battle. Setting our army, I can't remember exactly how many men we had. Still, we outnumber the enemy by about 1,000 men. Units to look out for though are, well, these. Berkeley's regiment. They've got quite high accuracy. As well as, oh, these guys have Swiss Grenadiers, very high accuracy, and this Swiss line infantry. Very deadly. And then we've got some interesting Royal Suédois troops. But yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and start this fight. I should say that, as far as I'm aware, there has been no interesting changes of territory anywhere else in the world. Nothing, at least, that concerns Great Britain at this point. Although I have seen a rise of aggression from Portugal. Well, not aggression really, but hostility. We are I think we have about 100 minus points with the Portuguese. That could lead to war at some point. And so here we have our battle lineup. We've got the dragoons on that side, the Brunswick dragoons, and then we've got our normal cavalry on this side. Then we've got the infantry divided up into these three lines. We got the foot guards up front, which means the Marines and that one engineer unit. Behind them, we've got all the line infantry units, which is actually quite a few. And then behind them, we've got the grenadiers. We've got the howitzer in there. And right here, we've got 3 pieces of artillery, of demi-cannons. Without further ado, let's go ahead and start fighting. And so we've got a single unit of Swiss guards. And behind here we've got one of those Berkeley's regiment. I think those are Irish. That is an Irish regiment. But I'm not entirely sure. What do we have here? We've got the 10E of Flanders. The enemy has decided to put the cannons in the middle of town. Very useful. Where is my howitzer firing? Oh yes, my howitzer is firing on the enemy. On the enemy cannons. Have our cannons started firing? If so, what are they firing? No, they're not firing. We need to concentrate on the center because we've got some deadly units are coming close. Thing though is the what's it called? The foot guards, Marines, are pretty darn good. A lot of those artillery shots missed because of the angle. What we'll do then is we'll target this one, 10E instead. Get into position quickly and open fire. Oh, we've got Austrian troops coming in. I didn't see the fact. I must have completely missed out on the fact that we were gonna be aided by the Austrians. Anyways, I think the lines have started shooting in each other. Swiss Guards. Berkeley's regiment. Gonna spread the lines out a bit. Get a bit more fire going from those regiments. We seem to be winning along the line. Let's see, these Marines are about to fire. As the 10E moves up. Cannon's not that successful in destroying these guys. How's it going with these? They're holding on though. There's 2 units holding on against all the Marines. But I guess at this range, they're not really being able to put down a massive amount of fire upon the enemy regiments. The cannon shots seem to have, I mean, oh, they did. At first I thought they were more to the right, so I thought they would have a lot better. You know what? Hold fire. Switch to canister and then fire at will. We've got cavalry coming in close, and they seem to be focusing a lot of troops on that side. What do we have here? Scotsmen, and then we've got 33rd. 33rd will move up. No, 33rd would hold. But the Scotsmen will move to take position on this side of the cannons. Enemy general decided to ride straight into the canister, and it seems that these horsemen might do just the same. Come on, blow them to pieces. They kept firing at the enemy general, even though he had died like days ago, since he was last seen in that position. Stupid artillery. The Scotsman's gonna have to come and save you. Hold there then, so you don't drag in any more cannon. Ah, damn it. Right, go ahead and shoot them. Our lines are holding, but it's this one. Most of the current fighting is going around. Get back on your guns. The Scottish regiment will now move to this flank. Will not move up just yet, as you can see more French troops are coming in from over here. So what we need is we really need more units to come over here. So the 33rd will move as well. We've got more Scottish troops coming. The Austrians have lined up. What do we have? Do we have any interesting Austrian troops? We've got mercenaries. And then we got these Gamison guards. Interesting looking troops. And then we've got just a normal line infantry. And then another normal line infantry. And then we've got these guys. I always thought these would look very funny with the sort of rain cap cloak on. And then just some normal cavalry, and I think this is, we got, here we go. Here's an interesting unit. An Hussar unit. Might very well be the general, just looking at how they're lining up the troops. Right, most of the fighting is really not going down there, so we're gonna drag the line around like that. You're about to get hit by those cavalrymen, so it would be nice if you formed square. And then if the canister could be fired in such a way that it would destroy another enemy general. Right. You will move like that, and then we'll reinforce. I think we'll reinforce. You know what? Most of these guard marine units are quite depleted, so why don't we deploy just a normal line infantry? And then we'll let the marines rest here instead. And then we'll have some of the more sizable grenadier units stay behind, ready to do melee charge if necessary. These guys can move back here and form a square. They could sit rather nicely. Cannons are doing fine. However, the howitzer should really start shelling the enemy artillery. But they're not within range just yet. Oh, here we go. Here's the Royal Swedes. Although I believe that the Royal Swedes were actually mostly made up of German troops. The Scots, they cannot deploy, so why don't you deploy like that? Didn't we have 3 units of the 33rd? And I forgot one. Royal Welsh Fusiliers, no. 33rd would at least hold the flank. Smaller grenadier units will combine behind the artillery. A cavalry, what we'll do is we'll mass the cavalry for a mass cavalry charge at the end of the battle. Hurry into position and prepare to receive cavalry. And the Royal Swedes are moving up. The Royal Swedes are coming within range of the line infantry, which are all firing at the same time. So it's no fire by rank. And let's start shelling the Swedes with canister. It'll be interesting to see it. Wow, the Austrians are here actually. Are you ready to fire the canister? Let's see. Should hit them here on the side. There we go. Keep up the firemen. Where's the howitzer? The howitzer's gonna have to target some of these regiments. that are moving up. Or no, we broke this cannon. Why don't you break this one? It'll make it easier for us to advance. There's a massive amount of gunfire going down from our lines. And the Austrians are stuck in... You know what? I should probably give the Austrians bayonets, because it's not going to go well for my ally if they don't have bayonets compared with the French who do have bayonets. They're about to crash into the lines here. The first Swiss grenadiers. The Welsh Fusiliers will back them up. And see about pushing away the enemy grenadiers. Anywhere else along the line where we've no. No other part of the line is in danger of being overrun. We can move back. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to leave this unit in there. Although what I can do, because the Swedes are about to get broken, so what we'll do, round shot into that mess of Frenchmen. Get their howitzer blast in that area as well. The Austrians are charging in more men. And even more men. And the Swiss troops and the French also give way. The mercenaries are holding out, together with part of the cavalry. We've got the... what regiment is this? Regiment Étrangers. I'm not entirely sure what that is. But we can see a massive rout going on there among the French troops. They're sending in their skirmishers to fight with the Royal Swedes in the town. Not entirely sure why they thought that was a good idea. We held the line and the Austrians are charging on, but I do not know for how long the Austrians can continue their charge. The cannons will retarget on this infantry unit, and the howitzer will fire on this one, the 111th Regiment. Looks like it's old people. Old enough so they kind of look like zombies. Or the very pale-faced people. Is the cavalry ready? Soon. It will be. I want to see, is there gonna come any more? Yeah, they're slowly trickling in more and more reinforcements. So we're not gonna go headlong into a charge. But we need to move up troops to help the Austrians. So the Scots and the 33rd will move up. And the cavalry is about to get into position. And the main line can now follow the Austrians, and the new line will be drawn here to start with, because this one is still holding out. And the Grenadiers will follow. The Austrians seem to have some trouble dealing with this one. This Swiss line infantry unit. More Swiss grenadiers and Swiss line infantry. Good advance. Let's keep it up. Right, we need to retarget the artillery. They need to find targets beyond the forest. Let's see, the Scotsmen are about to come into position to fire upon these troops, and we need to concentrate around these. So I think we'll draw the line there. You know what, this unit, if there's no more cavalry coming in, we've got guerrilla troops. Guerrilla mercenaries. But it seems like these are the last ones. Let's get the Scots running. Get this one up in center trying to fight this one. And then this one will flank. But first we want to watch these Scottish troops, as they are about to open fire on the Swiss line infantry and the Swiss grenadiers. A very close range. Preset, fire! Second rank, fire! Rear rank, fire! They were unable to set up. Oh crap, a bit too close. Fall back. Crap, the enemy is charging. Counter charge, and the second one will come up, shoot a volley back at the enemy. The Scotsmen can hold their position. I'm pretty confident that they will succeed in their mission. While this unit of the 33rd will move up and fire a volley into these and then charge in. Charge in! The other unit is wavering. They need your aid. Charge! Sandwich the enemy unit. They cannot stand when they're surrounded on all sides. And you can see the rest of the French regiments are giving way. There's very hard fighting up here. The enemy is retreating, so the Scots will advance. Oh. Let's see if we can get this one in place a little bit earlier than the other one, so you can help, because these guys seem to be a lot better in melee than the 33rd. I actually checked the stats on the 33rd, and I'm not entirely sure why they've got the kind of special arrangement that they've got, because the 33rd has got worse stats than a normal line infantry unit, but it costs to recruit about £400 more. So I'm not entirely sure why. And they've got no stat that is better than a normal line infantry unit. And they still, for some reason, costs more. I think we might have both 33rd units give way. Low! No, you're not supposed to fire on that one, you're supposed to fire on this one. You're not supposed to fire on that one, you're supposed to fire on this one. The 33rd was sent off. God damn it. This Scottish unit is losing quite a few men from these Swiss line infantrymen. Barricade that house. And hurry in before these guys start shooting at you. We're getting help though by the Austrians, although there's not a lot of Austrians left. Building has successfully been captured. We'll now open fire upon those Swiss line infantrymen. Oh, hurry up, Scotsman. Point blank range. God damn it, they need to reload. Although the enemy gave way. Fire! The Frenchmen have surrendered. Is there any more? No, there is no more. End battle, terrific victory. It did not go as well as we would have hoped. But England still expects every man to do his duty. We lost about 3,000 men, meaning we have 5,000 left. And the enemy retreats straight into Austrian territory. We can send the cavalry as a vanguard to capture the You will join the rest of the force shortly. Let's go ahead and end turn and see what transpires. Oh, what's this? An Austrian force decide to come in and take it. Wait, are they gonna take it then? Outer assault.
Victory is ours.
The Austrians took it. Blast. I was hoping I'd take it. How does that work if I lay the siege first? But then the Austrians come in and take it. Now Austria really holds too much land in mainland Europe. So we should see about aiding the enemies of Austria. Peace treaty. No, thank you. What's this? The 13 colonies declare war on Prussia. Wait, haven't they done this before? I think they have. God. I'll decline. God's sake. 13 colonies. Why on earth would you do such a thing? You're an unruly child. If you cannot control your own territory in a manner befit of a civilized nation, then I'm gonna have to revoke your autonomy. We'll continue back. Let's see, technology advances, new model bayonet drill, and joint stock company. South Sea Bubble. The South Sea Company has formed in order to refinance Kirby's debt at the bargain rate of 6%, which include trade rights in the South Seas. Enamored by the company's lavish offices and blinded by the promises of monopoly on trade with South America, investors bought as much stock as possible. Speculation began to spiral as even greater numbers of shares were issued. Unfortunately, the company managed were somewhat economic with truth lying for the investors. So it's a stock bubble. But that means that we can increase this and get quite a lot of cash out of that, because we got quite a lot of ports, so we can set that up. But we also need to move this navy to be able to pick up the army. So what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and raid this port, and then we hit the trade out there. You know what? We'll leave this admiral in there to keep control over this. It looks like they have no troops. Yeah, they have no troops whatsoever in Paris, so we could march in and take Paris. At the same time, we've got North America to deal with. Oh, the Indians, Native Americans, have captured another settlement for the 13 colonies. God, you're utterly useless, aren't you? But I'm more interested in taking on the French right now, so you're gonna have to wait. We're gonna send these two down, and I'll take the Irish with me, and then this can continue marching, and the Irish will join him. And this should probably be free to move, this army. Let's see. Yes. But first, the spy will go ahead and check what they have. More or less nothing.
On Your Majesty's service. Changing position.
You can sabotage and infiltrate, but I don't want to lose you, so you can stay there for now. This army will then continue straight to Fort Chartres in Upper Louisiana. Priest will stay here. And we will continue and so forth and so on. We've got fur exchange. Quite a lot of money. We actually make quite a lot of money from the fur exchange. How can they be so helpless? This army should not really be able to... they can recruit more troops here. But do they really have any money left, these guys? I mean, they've turned everything to scrap as they've taken it out. God. What we'll have to do is... we'll have to pump some money into the 13 colonies, because otherwise they'll completely just fall apart. They really can't handle themselves. At the same time down here, what I'm doing is I'm taking this guy and I'm sending him... should I send him to America? Or should I send him to mainland Europe? I think we'll send him to America. And then the army that's left here, with Diggory Archer, is going to continue to hold this until we get the resistance to foreign occupation down until a certain point, and then I think we'll station him here, which is the best point of attack, I think, towards the Mughal Empire, given that we will attack them at some point, or if they attack us. Let's see. Back to Europe. We're trying to move away, but I could move in and snipe the French capital. But the thing is, if I take that, there's no way I'm going to be able to hold on to it. And so I'm not sure. At the same time, I want to check some of the... I'm not entirely sure that Oxford reorganized procurement might be something that we need, because then we can upgrade to the army board. But maybe we have one of these. No one can do it better. We have one on each. So that's good. We'll keep it like that. And then we've got 26,000. Have I upgraded? Yes, I can do a little bit more there. But then I think we'll just upgrade the ports in England. And then we'll go ahead and end the turn again. Ah, you know what? I just noticed something. The Russians have made a gain here against Sweden. And so Sweden is losing against the Prussians and the Russians at this point. I think the Russians also took this, which formerly belonged to... I think it sort of switched. I think the Ottomans held it for a little bit, and of course the Polish-Lithuanians held it. Can we not get trade with Prussia? No. Means that Prussia is not too happy with us. And we have no other nation there that we can trade with. Could I possibly trade with the Huron if I set a peace with them? The thing is, we really need to stamp them out at some point. There's no point in having them out there. Let's go ahead and end the turn. Ah! The Navy! I completely forgot that. What are the French doing? Oh! We've got a naval battle then. George Rook versus Bertrand Angot. What did they got? Privateers. And some sloops. And 6th rate. Versus our 5th rates. And a crazy Turkish boat. Right, let's autosave. And then we'll fight this battle. And there we have the naval battle. It has now started. And unfortunately, their admiral is a little bit too fast for his own good. And so he sailed ahead of the rest of his navy. And we started off with them coming at us directly through the wind. Or not through the wind, but with the wind against them. So I couldn't go up and meet them in that fashion. And so I laid them in a line, and the French, rather than going straight into the line, went in a turn to hit the admiral's ship, and we went up to meet them. As we did that, you can see that their admiral sort of went ahead of the rest of his navy, because, well, I guess the privateer ship is a lot faster than the 5th rate, so the 5th rate is holding up the rest of the line of ships here. And so it's up to the 2 admirals to fight that right here. And our admiral, of course, is on board a much larger ship than the... well, not much larger, but it looks very much larger, since it's got 3 decks with guns on it, while this one only has 2. But it is very fast, the privateer. It's a very fast ship. Let's speed this up again. Getting them up to full speed. I'm not entirely sure what he's trying here, but he's coming very close. Could we possibly board the bastard? Or is he trying to board us? We'll switch to canister. See how useful this is. He dots back and forth between steady and shaken. He's out maneuvering us by going straight ahead of us. What we can do is, I guess we can go like this, turn to round shot, and then we'll be able to shoot him in the back. As he turns away. He is surrendering, or wavering I should say. Meanwhile we're cutting straight into the line and hopefully cutting them off. Exchanging musket fire as well as cannon fire. Oh, the rest of the fleet is stuck back here. I want you at full sails. Let's check this boat now. Oh. Ah, it's interesting. It's interesting. I thought maybe, since it was a Turkish boat, we would have Turkish crew on it. But we actually do have a British crew on it. No, continue as you go. Why don't you actually weigh anchor and then just churn on that ship? And the thing is, you can turn down there directly with the wind to get up to speed here. He's wavering. That's not good. This one's wavering as well. And here I was thinking we were winning. Gonna have to move now. Keep bombarding them. Pretty sure the sloop can be cornered and forced to surrender pretty darn soon. Oh, we got one ship on fire. Ready to fire guns. What we could see about doing is actually fire for the sails. Since a lot of the power with the privateer is the fact that they are so much faster. Oh, this one's kind of stuck where he is. Lincoln. He's lost a lot of his crew and also a lot of his guns. It's a possibility they might sink. Why don't you hold your position and then you turn down a bit. See if you can lay some fire down towards the enemy. Same with this one. And none of the enemy ships there are really being able to fire back. The sloop is sinking. Is this one? Ah, it's surrendered. It looked as though they were on the way to board this ship. Let's get this one just to block the enemy one. Just to try to hold him right where he is here. Way anchor. And here we'll be able to go behind them and lay shots in the back. So the 6th straight is not doing well. Same with this one. And now we stop this one from advancing. Keep bombarding these ones. We still have these two. We've got 2 enemy privateers out there. I think we might lose this one. Oh, now he's coming in with broadside. We're getting off a lot of shots. By cannon power alone, we should be able to win the battle, but it seems that that is not so telling of how the battle is going to go as I thought it might be. The speed of the privateers seems to be working very well for them. We bombarded this one quite well. We've got 3 ships lined up to fire on him. And still he persists. Same with this one. Although that's a proper privateer ship. Another good broadside into this one. But still nothing really. They've taken a lot of damage. But continuing on this route, we're gonna be shot up by this one. So we need to turn at this point. I think that, yeah, this one's routing, this one will probably also route, so it's about concentrating on these 3 now. So we'll turn around. This one will go and fire along this one. And the rest of the ships will try to fight these two privateers out here. What happened there? Sinking! I guess he had taken more damage than I thought. And he's now abandoning his ship. They're still firing on my poor Turk. He's only routing. Oh. He's still fighting. Oh. For like a few seconds. The enemy ships that are gonna actually put up a fight is concentrated in this area. The other two not so much. Wavering, both of them. So it's about laying down good fire on these privateers. Wasn't the Admiral on that one? I haven't got a message about the enemy Admiral dying. He's going straight for me. Here, I'm not entirely sure why. What he's up to here. Go on, return fire. There we go. And then just as he lines up for this one as well. I thought. No, he'd already fired quite a while ago. Or is he about to fire again? There we go, up the arse. And this one is about to fire as well. Probably should be shooting for the sails. Make sure the privateers can't get away. I'm not sure if this one can reach, but these two can definitely reach with chain shot. If we can cut some masts, that would do wonders. And they'll line up in a way that some of these chain shots might go through this one and into this one. We haven't hit them really though. I say as we get a direct hit on the main mast. But we can't see any damage on this one. See if we can get around here because we're straying too far. Let's speed it up. And then back to normal speed as he lays in. Oh, that was actually slow-mo shot. Still, it's not taking any damage on the sails. I guess it's taking on the masts, but that's not actually visible here maybe. And this is just showing the actual sail, like the cloth. And since they're not showing their sails, we might as well continue to pound them with round ball. Come on, I want... surrender already. You bloody bastards. Look at that. The captain captain is up there, and he's not even looking the right way. He's looking towards... He's sad about the big ship sinking. And he can... he's looking at all these men drowning. Well, I can send this one to pick them up. Ish, maybe. Right. They're all turning down towards here. We'll follow. Now they're actually showing a bit of sail. Let's see if we can cut some sails now. If we can cut their sails, we can stop them from actually outrunning us, which they keep doing. Still not doing a lot on the sails, even though we're firing, I would say, quite a lot. Let's have you go on full speed and you go on. Or no, you're going... One of you have to go on full speed so we can get you to actually fire, because now this one is just blocking. Cornwall is just blocking York from firing, which is not a super great strategy. We're hitting the sails, but it's not doing anything. Blast. This one's actually been hit some on the sails. It's about to fire again. Is he? No. 2 out of 14. Why don't you hold, and then we'll release it all at once on him. This one has quite alarming amount of hull damage compared with this one, so it might be good to actually fire round shot on the enemy. We'll release a broadside and be done with him. Fire! Good. He's routing. Routing. Fire! Oh, we're still firing sails here. But he has surrendered. Good. Fire round shot. We don't need all... Oh crap. I was gonna say all 3 ships, but we just lost one. No, the Admiral. And that means our fleet gave up. God damn it. We got this one, but... Close defeat. God damn it. It was close though, until the Admiral got hit. And he was the one I'd laid him on the further line. He was not on the front line there. So the enemy lost 2 ships. We lost 1. We captured 2. 3 ships remaining. Wait, we lost 1. But we only got 3 remaining. How does this work? I guess some was sunk in another way. I don't know. God damn it. Oh, so you don't go and like hide in England or something in a port there. You go all the way off the Barbary coast. God damn it. Yeah. Well, that's what you get for going there. Come on, the Admiral must be a bit clever though, as he retreats. Yeah, head off to America instead. That's a better choice. Oh, he's heading toward... That's, I think, is Brazil. Okay, so... with this astounding victory for France... So he thinks he got the upper hand now in the negotiation, and he demands... 2 technologies, selective breeding and planting drill, seed planting drill. We draw your attention to the fact that blast. You are a fool, France. You are a fool beyond my comprehension sometimes. You are about to almost get wiped off the face of the earth, and you demand that I give you something. Let's see, Portugal. What's Portugal up to? They had an army up there, so I'm wondering if they're gonna land it in maybe Brussels and take control of that. Who knows? Barbary States, they're not asking for peace, are they? Tactical retreat. Gladly Hudson tactically has to retreat because the Netherlands is no longer Netherlands. It's Portugal. Fleet destroyed, unfortunately. Heroic death of the Admiral. New port emerges at Liverpool, and that will be also a trade port. Nation destroyed, United Provinces. I just gave them a region, and then they had the audacity to go and die at the hands of the Portuguese. A new nation arises, the pirates. The pirates have taken control of... Ah! Does that mean this region has fallen and become a rebel region? That means in India as well. Ceylon. What can I do? How many troops can I relinquish here? We need 4 to hold out. So we need 4. 1, 2.
Immediately.
I really only keep the East India Company.
Forward.
Good. Now we need a ship, and then we can land and take Ceylon. You'll march me. You know what? That port is closer. We need some boats, some ships in all these 3 ports. 6 straits. That's very good. Seal to converts in India. It might be. Anyways, by doing this, the Portuguese have clearly shown themselves to be enemies of our cause. We need to raise a force here. I can march a force already.
Ready and
What the crap?
forward.
We need to raise an army here. To deal with them. Or I guess we can rally a lot of troops out on these islands. Or on these the ones that we actually got military bases on. Oh, we do actually have a navy here. But we need troops. We need more troops. And then we can secure these islands for the great good of Great Britain.
Your
And the
Majesty.
spy has seen fit to take a look at that. How about we lay it under siege? And we out to resolve it. We lose 1,000 men and take control over the region. And then the spy will continue. And he will go towards New Orleans and make sure that he's got that under control. Upper Louisiana is under our control. And Pippin gains some good trains. Very good. Fur Trapper, Corporal in Gold Braid, steady under fire, attacking General. We got 92% here, we got only 19 here, so let's move the priest over to this region. This army is now ready to move into Detroit. And I think we're gonna tear down one of these. Possibly build a church out of it. But looking at the time here, we're going to have to end it right here, but we're gonna have to rethink our European strategy, I think, with the Austrians now controlling a lot of territory and the Portuguese invasion of the Netherlands. Also an interesting factor is once they lost their home region or their home regions, that they completely just was dissolved as a nation, and so we cannot hope to fight from the colonies if we lose, say, London. So we're gonna have to rethink that, well, I shouldn't leave London unprotected. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this episode, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye!